What's up, everybody? We're back again to continue our discussion on books to movies, the transition.
And of course, it's Carolina.
Quick Carolina Hitman.
I am Anubis.
Yes. Welcome to Cracker Hunters.
And this is one that hits me kind of hard because really pisses me off. Really pisses me off is I'm number 4.
Oh, you know what? I knew that was going to come up because I knew that, that one made you mad. I knew that was going to come up.
Okay, I'll give the movie a mediocre.
I wouldn't even give it that.
I mean, it follows the book. Kinda,
No, it doesn't.
Kinda. I say kinda.
You're being very kind. You're being very kind with kinda.
Shit like that, But the thing is that the series is so meant to be in a movie. It should be movies.
I think it should be shows. I think that would fit more in the format for television shows than actual movies. I think that would have been a better format for I Am Number 4.
I think you got some really good points, but I think it should be more like Game of Thrones. Like, how it was HBO show?
Right.
Because the later books, dude, it gets dark.
I actually took your opinion. I read the first one. It was damn good, by the way. I haven't read the rest of them yet, so I gotta catch up.
You're missing out because they just came out with the last one in 2000. Last year? No, it was the year before last.
Oh, okay.
The year before last, they came out with the Power United as One.
Oh, okay.
That's
an awesome title, by the way.
Well, I mean, you're talking these characters, man. The development of these characters during the books, like with number 4 and number 6. Which number 4 was John Smith.
Okay.
And number 6, I mean, you know her name, but everybody just calls her 6 in the book. Now, of course, the powers weren't right at all. One power was right, was the Lumen from the John Smith number 4 character. Mm-hmm. That really was it. Number 6 couldn't teleport. She couldn't get recharged. But, in the book, what she did, instead of like number 4 blowing up everything with his lumen, what she did was she brought down a lightning bolt that destroyed everything.
Isn't that the same fucking thing?
No, because number 6 controlled the weather.
I know, but I'm saying she didn't want to destroy everything, but then she destroyed everything with a lightning bolt. Like they kind of the same damn thing.
No, number 4 did. Number 4.
So apparently, the number 6, she brought down a lightning bolt and destroyed everything.
Yeah, but in the movie, number 4 did.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. That was really the only power, and all of them have telekinesis. All the Lorian children had telekinesis. And, that was another thing that was right, though. At the very start, that's why I was so excited, because at the very start of the movie, it was exactly like the book.
And then
the running through, and then it was gone. It was gone.
Maybe somebody else will pick it up and do a better job with it.
Maybe if they do an HBO show or any kind of like
AMC or something like that.
Somebody who's not afraid to go dark.
Right.
I think that's just what really aggravated me so much is that they could have done it too, because even with the movies they could have, because they grossed enough to go ahead and make a sequel. They just didn't fucking do it
because they realized they made a mistake with the first one and they didn't want to take a chance on the second one, probably. Because I don't think it made that much.
The second book was epic.
Okay.
Epic. And the second book was called Power of 6.
Right.
Which she is awesome.
I haven't read that before, so I had to take his word for
it.
Now I'm gonna talk about another really, really good one that probably many people don't know is based on a book. No Country for Old Men. That like. When I say they translated Anton Chigurh perfectly, like that dude made you afraid in the books, which in the books he was worse in the books, but even the movie it made you terrified of this dude. Like this dude was so focused on completing his goal. He killed the dude that hired him because he hired somebody else because he felt like he was the absolute best tool. Like who the fuck does that?
Psychopath.
Yeah, exactly. And Anton Chigurh was perfectly. I can't remember the name of the actor who did him.
What else he playing?
He's played in a James Bond movie, but I can't remember his name.
That didn't help at all.
But yeah, it did. But I think that was another good translation from book to movie. The Western feel of it, the 80s, like the 70s, 80s, kind of late 70s, early
westerns.
80s. Yeah, something like that. And it was a lot of different genres. I don't say a lot of different genres because that was a Western.
I can't really say much about that one because I haven't really read the book.
Oh, fair enough. So. That's fair enough. But you can still comment on the movie and how awesome that was.
Yeah.
That movie was good.
Good.
I want a silent shotgun. I know it's not as silenced as what he had in the book. That's impossible. But I want that gun. I want the gun he has.
A shotgun?
Yeah, but it doesn't sound as low as that. That's still a pretty high decibel when you shoot a shotgun with the
No, you can suppress a shotgun.
I know, but what I'm saying is, but it doesn't suppress the sound as much as it did in the movie. It's still pretty loud.
Gun does that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's still pretty loud. I want his gun. I want that exact one.
Okay.
But yeah, that was an amazing movie. Like I think everybody did an amazing job. Tommy Lee Jones. What's the other guy's name? What's his name? Thanos.
Josh Brolin.
Yeah, Josh Brolin did a good job. I wish I remember who played Anton Chigurh. Let us know in the comment section because I can't remember what his name was.
Played James Bond.
Yeah,
it wasn't Pierce Brosnan, was it? No.
Anyways.
Should we talk about the James Bond?
No. Well, okay, yeah, we can because there's still books to movies, but I don't think I think
okay, we'll do James Bond as
Daniel Craig.
No, what?
Yeah, because Daniel Craig is the most accurate to the books. Okay,
we'll do
the James Bonds are the honorable mentions, especially Daniel Craig ones.
Bourne.
Yeah, the Bourne. Yes, the Bourne, which I thought those were phenomenal movies, by the way. Those are phenomenal.
Well, okay, I haven't read the Bourne Supreme or any of the Bourne books, so
it's a good. I think.
I heard that they did well, but it wasn't.
No, they did a good job. Like they did. Like
they didn't go.
They didn't go as in depth as to how skilled he is in the books.
You'd have to talk to my wife more. You'd have to talk to Murky more about that.
Right, and I think they do a good job of translating them. I don't get me wrong. Like he's much more badass in the books, but again, I think what's his name?
What, Matt Damon?
I think Matt Damon really did a really good job portraying Jason Bourne.
Good portrayal.
Yeah, I think so.
Good actor choice.
Yes, I think so too. Because you don't expect him to be when you look at Matt Damon, you don't expect him to be a martial arts badass, and they did a good job portraying that because they did a good job making him a badass in those movies.
All right, now I want to talk about another one that just came out not too long ago. Of course, Carolina hasn't read the book or seen the movie, because shame on you.
I have not.
Shame on you.
I have the book. I just haven't had a chance to read it yet.
Yeah, well, shame on you. Is Ready Player One. Of course, it's Steven Spielberg. Amazing job, Steven Spielberg, because you did what you did with Jurassic Park. I think. I think.
You looking at me for confirmation when I ain't seen a damn movie.
No, I'm looking at you just to let you know. Because, of course, you're not going to be able to throw the keys in the gates all in like Ernest Cline, like the writer of the novel. But he also helped write the script.
Okay.
So what he did was, he shortened it up and he changed it with the keys. Now, a lot of the stuff was the same from the book, like the names, the cars, a lot of the way the society is in the world. But the main point is about how Parzival, Wade Watts, ended up being the guy to get to the final key, the crystal key.
Okay.
Now, you when it comes to like the book, you got the book where you get the key. Okay, you got to go through all kinds of shit just to get the key. Like, you got to defeat a dude who's level 50 in an arcade game on Joust.
Yeah, fuck that game.
You got to beat him at Joust, and if you don't beat him, you got to fight him. Of course, Parzival was only level 3 when, that happened. So he was like, oh shit, I gotta beat this guy or he's gonna kill me and I'm gonna zero out. I'm gonna lose everything.
Right.
Which, I mean, he didn't have anything in the book anyway, so. And he did that, he got the bronze key, and then he had to go to another place to open a gate, and then he had to play through War Games, word for word. He had to play as the Matthew Broderick character, word for word.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm telling you, man.
I know I gotta
Read
watch
that
it.
shit.
I know.
Watch the movie. Actually, read the book first.
Yeah, I will. Yeah,
I read the book. I read the book before it came out in theaters. So.
Okay. Now I'm gonna talk about one that I know you don't want to talk about, that I still think is one of the greatest ones of all time, and you know what's coming.
Yeah, it's Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Like honestly, you shaking your head.
It's not that
It's-
I don't.
it-
It's not that I don't like it. What it is I'm not a fantasy guy, man.
And that's completely understandable because I know a lot of people aren't fantasy people, but I still think people need to, even if you are
Accept
not accept. I think if you've never watched a movie and you're like, I'm not a fantasy guy, I don't think I want to watch that.
I've seen all of them.
I still think as a movie, if you're a movie fan and a moviegoer and a fan of cinema, I really think you need to watch those movies to see what's possible when a director has love for the property, respects the property, and knows how to do a perfect transition. Like honestly, I'd put that right under Jaws as far as a perfect transition from book to movie. Now, don't get me wrong. I know they had to leave a lot of stuff out, but
Okay.
if you don't mind, excuse
Okay.
me. I think everything that was left out perfectly. Like Peter Jackson knew what needed to be in there and what needed to be left out because it wouldn't make sense on the big screen, or it would make it too long.
Too much.
Yeah.
When we're talking about movies versus books, you got a book that's 300 something pages, like the J.R. the Tolkien.
I think those are longer than that.
No, I'm talking about just the first one.
Oh, okay.
But you got a book that's like, okay, 400 pages we'll go with. And then really the average script is 150 pages.
That's a lot you got to trim off. But and I think, like I said, he did a good job of knowing what needed to be left out and what needed to be left in.
Right.
To me, like I said, I would put that. I think for me, Jaws would be the best one of all time, but I think Lord of the Rings will be a close second as far as best books to movie translation. Like I said, he did an amazing job. We won't talk about The Hobbit, but I think he did an amazing job translating those books because I think the reason why they did so well is because the people who read them, it's like he took what we saw in our heads and put it on screen.
Well,
like that's rare.
No, I mean, you also got to think too, though, Peter Jackson has the funds to do that.
Well, and I agreed, and I'm like, it takes funds, and it takes, and I don't, and it doesn't
He
just
had
take
the funds and he had the settings.
Well, it's not just that. It's also that the studio has to trust him with those funds to know that they're going to get a return on their investment.
It's Peter
But
Jackson.
that's what I'm saying. His name. Well, no. Remember, he didn't do that many big, huge movies. Like he did The Frighteners and Dead Alive. He did a lot of small budget ones, but he must have said some stuff to convince those guys that, hey, I deserve the keys to this. Give them to me, trust me, and I will make you money. And he did. Like those movies are, to this day, to me, classics. Like that is the perfect trilogy. That's
classic. Worthy.
Yeah, and like I said, and it's one of the best trilogies of all time. Like each movie improved on the previous movie while still keeping with the story.
Well, I mean, do you want to go with another? Since we're talking about that, you want to go with The Godfather?
Oh, I almost forgot that.
Have you read those?
Oh fuck, I've not read them, but I'm not gonna lie.
All right, well,
the movie
okay,
again.
We can't really talk about that because neither one of us have read the book. So
It's true, but no. That's okay because we still know the movie, and we know the movie was an. Okay, now I gotta change my fucking list because I forgot about The Godfather. Godfather would be number one.
Paolini, wasn't his name who wrote the book?
I'm not sure about that, but that movie is classic. Like,
yeah.
You want to know how to make a gangster movie or just movies in general?
Mob movie.
Yeah, mob movie. You watch The Godfather and you get your inspiration from that, and then you go forth and make your own.
Or read the book.
Yeah, or read the book.
So I've heard.
Well, no, from what I've heard, the movie was actually better than the book, for what I understood.
Well, I mean, you got Marlon Brando.
Well, true, yeah. You don't waste talent like that. And Francis Ford Coppola, which is an amazing director.
Al Pacino.
Yes, if you had an amazing Al Pacino, yeah, he was. That's right. And you don't waste an amazing cast like that. And Francis Ford Coppola didn't. Like that's.
I mean, you got a dead horse head in your bed. I mean, come on, for real. I
I
mean,
love
how are you really gonna fuck somebody
Sleepwalker, Megadeth. They referenced that scene in that movie. Yeah, in their song. But yes, that's probably number one. Like I'm glad you mentioned that. And another one that we forgot to mention. That's one of my favorites of all time.
The Exorcist.
Oh fuck! I wasn't even thinking about that. Damn! I can't have to switch my damn list up because I'm forgetting about all these. Yes, The Exorcist. Whoo!
Now that
one of the greatest horror movies. No, the greatest horror movie of all time. That's not even a question. That's not a debate. That is the greatest horror movie of all time.
The greatest supernatural horror movie of all time.
No, don't put a tag on it. That's the greatest horror movie of all time.
It's my favorite movie of all time.
Well, I'm not saying it's my favorite movie of all time, but that's the greatest horror movie. Like that's not even my favorite horror movie of all time, but I know that The Exorcist is the greatest horror movie of all time. That's no questions asked. Like that is the greatest.
And you know, man, you don't get child actors like that.
No, not one that can portray being possessed by a demon.
Yeah, you ain't getting another fucking Raven, dude. I mean, Gina Davis tried it in the TV show.
And it wasn't good.
No.
But no. It was not good. It just wasn't on the level of that.
No.
And it's hard to do that.
You also got to do it. It was a TV show.
Right.
Gina Davis played Raven in the TV show as a older version. Now Linda Blair, dude, you ain't getting. You're not getting better.
How you don't know? How do you not get an award for that? Because to portray a little girl
possessed,
not even just possessed, but going through all the tests, like when they stuck that thing in her neck.
God.
I almost passed out then.
Oh no, dude! It wasn't even the neck part; it was the spinal tap.
What was the one that you had to shut the thing in her neck and it busted?
Oh, it was like an IV thing.
Fuck that. No, fuck that. I almost passed out from that shit.
Dude, the spinal tap. Ugh. That's what it was. You're like, oh shit.
And I'm gonna be honest.
Linda Blair.
Linda Blair should be like one of the greatest child actors of all time.
I think
portray
she
a role
is.
like that.
I think she is.
Yeah.
I mean, you're playing Raven. Raven's awesome.
That movie was amazing. That's like I said, that's the greatest horror movie of all time.
Reagan.
I know what you meant. Sorry, I know what you meant. I wasn't gonna correct him. I was gonna let y'all do it for me.
Correct me.
Well, I was gonna let them do it for me.
Reagan. It's too many of these.
Well, you ain't had enough yet. But that movie is perfection. If you want to, like horror directors, if you want to know how to make the proper horror movie, that's what you go look at. That's what you draw inspiration from. And I think a lot of horror, I think that horror movie, changed the game because it inspired so many copies.
Well, not just that, not just changed the game, and dude, it set the
bar. Yeah, it set the bar so high.
Because I mean, you're talking about 1972.
Yeah, that's
72.
Right.
And I mean, that stuff was so controversial.
And it was, and not even just that. That movie's 40, or is it 72, 82, 92?
2002.
Almost 40 years old. So it's about 38, 39, 37. It's about 40. It's not 40 yet.
Yeah, it is. 72, 80, 82, 92,
2002, 2012. You're right.
It's 40.
That movie's almost 50 years old, and that shit is still scary to this day. That's how you make a horror movie. That's how you make a lasting impression on the genre.
On the masses.
Yes, when your movie can be remembered 50 years later and still can be that terrifying, that's the classic.
And still mention Pea Soup. I mean, she was projectile bombing that shit.
Yeah. All right, so enough of The Exorcist. We don't want to spend too much time on one.
Yeah, we've already made a whole video on just that movie.
Yeah, exactly. So, what's another good one for you?
That's a good one for me. From book to, I wouldn't say good, but definitely a good mention was Timeline.
Now, Timeline, which one is that one?
Michael Crichton, the book about time travel to France.
Are you talking about the one where
Paul Walker and Gerard Butler? Oh, wait, never mind. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead. We're not gonna go with books. We're gonna go with comics and graphic novels versus movies. I got one. 300.
Ooh, that's a good one. Like some of the visuals were almost directly taken from the book, from the graphic novel,
Honestly,
and from the film.
I think the majority of it was word for word.
But even I know that movie's kind of hammy. I love it. Like I love that's one of the best action movies made, but it's still kind of hammy.
Well, we can also go with the Watchmen.
Yeah. Well, the Watchmen is over. I think for that to have worked better. Well, hear me out. I'm not saying I don't like the Watchmen.
Okay.
I understand what Zack Snyder was trying to do. I think that movie would have worked better as a 2-part movie. I think he tried to put
3 hours. It was.
Yeah, he tried to condense that entire graphic novel into one movie, and I think it hurted it for me. Like, I think it would have been better split up.
Yeah.
And split in two, and that way you could have focused a little bit more. I think the musical choices were not good for the scenes that they were in. I think the musical choices were not good. But I do love the visuals and I love the story. And I think he did a good job on those. I just think that he tried to fit too much into one movie.
I can get that. But you also got to give him the actual characters. Like the Rorschach character.
Oh no, he didn't pick the perfect actor for him.
Yeah,
that's perfect. That's perfection.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, that's
Well, even with Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Manhattan, anybody could have played him. He's CGI. Because what's the guy that played him? I know his name, but I can't even think of it.
He played in
the Hulk.
Alien.
He didn't play in no Alien.
Yeah, he did. He played in Alien Covenant. He was the he was the captain.
That's Ed Norton. Thank you. You helped me with that. That's Ed Norton as Dr. Manhattan.
Edward Norton?
Yes.
No, that's not right at all.
That is definitely
it's
right.
The same guy from Alien Covenant.
That's Edward Norton.
All right, guys.
Comment section, let us know. I'm telling you, that's Edward Norton.
It's not.
Okay. All right. Because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen when we cut this video off. We're gonna look it up, and he's gonna realize I was right. Edward Norton is Dr. Manhattan.
See the smile on my face?
He
knows.
He won't be smiling after I show him he's wrong.
We'll see.
Yeah, but
same guy from Alien Covenant. But
okay, we'll find out. But I like I said, I appreciate the
Jackie Earl Haley is who played Rorschach.
Are we talking about Rorschach or Jack? Oh, that's his name. Okay.
Jackie Earl Haley.
Okay, gotcha.
Played
and Freddy Krueger too.
Yeah, and the ringer from Bad News Bears.
Okay. Now I think like I said, I appreciate the Watchmen for what it was doing, but I just think that it could have been done a little bit better.
Right.
I don't think Zack Snyder was.
There's a scene in it that I think hit every single human emotion in that. Well, not every single human emotion, but it hit 3 within a minute span. Is when Rorschach's walking down the strip and a hooker comes up to him and is trying to sell him, which is desperation. And then it hits to anger. And then it hits to envy. I mean, she hits all 3 of those at one point.
How was the hooker scene the most definitive scene for you?
No, because that actor, she hit all of those emotions perfectly in such a short period of time while he's just... And not only that, you see the character of Rorschach, how he is just so perfect. I mean, he is such... he's uncorruptible.
He really is. Honestly, yeah.
I mean, you can't
even though he's
stop
violent and will kill a criminal, he still is.
But he knows that it's probably not right to kill these people unless they hit to a certain point where they're not people anymore to him. They are dogs.
Okay,
and
I can see that.
A rabid dog needs to be put down. And that's why he chopped up that pedophile's head. and with Dr.
I
Manhattan.
believe that one alone as a father.
As a father myself, that's why I love Rorschach.
We don't get into politics here.
I know. That's why it's just a mention. But like even with the Dr. Manhattan and Ozymandias, Ozymandias concocted this huge, like world-changing event.
Right, and
Rorschach
figured it out.
Rorschach knows that it's ultimately good,
but it's still wrong.
Wrong.
Right.
So he's like, you're gonna have to kill my ass.
And that's what happens.
Yeah.
But honestly, Ozymandias, that's his right name, right?
Yeah.
The main villain.
Yeah.
And honestly, the plan he has, it makes sense, and it does.
Yeah, it's a Thanos part.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a Thanos thing.
Not on the scale of Thanos, but the reason
Actually,
behind
it kind of is.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But it makes sense, and it does work. But Rorschach is so, and he's so, I'm trying to think of the word.
Incorruptible that
Yes,
he knows
it's a word.
that it's gotta be,
it's not right. You
Dr.
sacrifice
Manhattan
this
is
many lives.
innocent. No, and not only that, you can't do that.
Right.
Not only
that's
that,
right.
but Dr. Manhattan was innocent.
Right.
He's getting blamed for
Exactly.
every bit.
And
of
even
it.
Dr. Manhattan realized, you know what?
it has to
happen.
This is the best.
Yeah, and he's the one getting blamed for it.
Yeah.
And even he realizes, you know what?
Well, he doesn't give a fuck. He can go live with the
True.
sun.
But even he knows though that this is the only thing that will help humanity survive.
Right.
From that point on.
Another
You got me talking about the Watchmen and shit.
Another honorable mention. The Kingsmen. Just a mention.
They were based on books?
Comic books.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Oh, another honorable mention. Wanted.
I just don't like Angelina Jolie.
Well, and that's fair enough. But the movie was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I like
it. Was. I'm saying that's what we're doing.
Okay.
I think the honorable mention should be Wanted. Wanted was a good translation from comic book to movie.
I'll go with that.
Yes. I'm trying to think of another good one, man. Well, which you cut me off before I was about to say it. Another good for me, one easily top 5, top 10 all time. The Thing.
Again.
It really is though.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, far as taking the book, taking the themes and everything from the book, and then enhancing it tenfold and making it your own thing, and still keeping true to the book. Hey, that's good.
All right. Now I know we've left out quite a bit.
Oh yeah. We have. We can't. There's no way we're going to be able to name all of them. There's so many good book to movie translations and bad ones. There's so many of them. There's no way we can name them all.
Another good honorable mention would be Eaters of the Dead versus 13th Warrior.
I haven't read either one of those. I mean, I haven't read that one, but I've not. I've watched 13th Warrior.
The Antonio Banderas.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Go ahead. I'm keeping it. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead. No, I was just going to say another honorable mention.
Now, I want to talk about this one. You may have not have read the manga, which, again, we're just taking paper from movies to movies. You may not have read the manga called, what was it? Everything. I can't remember the name of the manga. At least let me know when you hear the movie, everybody. Edge of Tomorrow. Did you know Edge of Tomorrow was based on a manga?
Yeah.
All I See Is Kill or something like that. I think that's the name of the manga.
Edge of Tomorrow. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was that's phenomenal.
Live, Die, Repeat.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what it was in the book, they changed the look of the creatures, but kept the overall theme of the book, far as repeating the same day to try to win to beat the. What do they call them in there?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Aliens.
Yeah. Well, I forgot the name of the movie.
Goddamn aliens.
Yes. And I think they did a good job translating that to the movie form. And I know they changed a lot of things and left some things out, but I think it was a good translation because, let's be honest with you. Let's be honest here. What's his name?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is an amazing actor.
Oh no,
he sold that
Emily
movie.
Blunt made the movie.
I say both. I think both equally.
Yeah, they had a really good dynamic.
They really did.
Real.
They really had a good dynamic, and for the first time, Tom Cruise wasn't the big hero, like the real hero at the beginning of the movie.
No,
Emily
he was
Blunt
a pussy.
was. Yeah, he was. And to me, that was what made that movie so awesome, is we got to see Tom Cruise play something totally different from his typecast.
Yeah, he ended up being awesome.
Yeah, he did. But in the beginning, he was, like you said, a pussy. Yeah, he was.
He was a major
dick.
Yeah, no, like
he was a major, but never did anything
he
in
was
the
a
army.
fucking dickhead.
Yeah,
and he was smug.
He was, and I love how when they put him in a situation and he had to repeat that same day over and over again, you see him slowly become a hero. Like it didn't just happen right away.
Hell, it took forever.
It took a lot of
And she was like, all right, it's time to reset.
Yeah, boom.
And he's like,
no,
I'm good. Don't kill me. My leg's fine. It's only broken in half.
Yep.
And she's like,
yep. So I think that's another good honorable mention, man. I think that was an amazing movie.
Man, you're talking about mangas now, dude. It makes me.
Really... As I'm saying, right now, I want to just say anything from paper to book to movie. That for me.
What about Ghost in the Shell?
Fuck that movie.
I know, it was really hard to concentrate.
No, it's just that...
It was really hard to concentrate.
I don't want to get into politics or any of the other stuff that go with that movie. I just don't... don't get me wrong. It takes more than copying something from the pitch, from the manga or whatever. It takes something different from copying that and then making a making a copy to film. Like there were scenes in the movie that were directly they're directly translated from the anime, which the anime was based on the manga. So it's same thing. I think sometimes when Americans try to translate something from another culture, it loses something a little bit because something gets lost in translation.
Yeah.
And like Old Boy is a perfect example. Something got lost in the translation from the original to the American remake.
Right.
Something got lost. And Ghost in the Shell with Scarlett Johansson, I think something got lost in the translation, and it just didn't work. Like there were scenes that were almost exact takes from the anime, but it just didn't work. I don't know why. It just something was missing.
Another honorable mention. Now it's not a blockbuster, badass movie, but Akira, the graphic novel, into Akira, the movie, the anime movie, that was awesome.
Which I'm
awesome.
Forgive me when I say this, everybody. I know I may get a lot of hate. I'm sorry. I think Akira is overrated.
Shame on
you. It really is. What's the plot of that movie? What's the actual plot of that movie?
Man, call me out.
I'm just saying, because you know it's true. Like there's no plot to that movie. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate Akira for bringing anime to American audiences. I appreciate that for what it did, but that movie has no plot.
Man, you making me happy.
But it for me,
dude, it's been 12 years since I've seen that movie.
Right, and I watched it maybe about a year ago. But it really is, like I said, I appreciate the visuals and I appreciate it bringing anime to the Western audiences. I appreciate that so much. But the movie is overrated. It has no plot. You don't know what the fuck is going on.
I'm just saying, it was an honorable mention.
To me, if we're going to say what had a bigger impact, Ninja Scroll. I think Ninja Scroll.
I've never even heard of that.
You're a fucking liar.
Sorry.
Jubei Kibagami? You never heard of that?
No. I probably have, but those names are really hard to pronounce.
I just did it off the top of my tongue. What are you talking about? I've seen that.
Now
we won't get into this. We won't get into this on this video. We won't get into it. But anyways, do you have any other ones that you want to name that you think were really good or really bad ones? Because I'm running out of ones that I can remember, and I don't want to drag the video on too long.
Oh yeah, I've got one.
Who?
Aragon.
Oh, fuck that movie. That was a horror. That's probably one of the worst books to movie translations ever made.
You know how pissed off everybody was?
Oh, man, yes.
My God.
No one would disagree with that. Like, that was one of the worst book to movie translations.
I mean, I bet Paolini's the author.
Mm-hmm.
I almost guarantee, dude, he was so fucking mad about that movie.
Yeah, because they fucked it up. Yeah. Like, they seriously messed that up. Yeah, I won't even deny it.
Yeah, fuck that movie.
Fuck that movie. Yeah, I agree. That's one of the ones I say that's easily a fuck this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have any more?
I mean, you want to talk about Hunger Games?
Oh, yes. That's actually one I want to close on. So we don't want to let the movie run. I'm gonna let this run too long.
They did a very.
I'm beyond.
They did a good job with what they had.
Yes, I think like the first movie
Jennifer Lawrence
was a perfect casting for that, in my opinion.
perfect Katniss.
Yes, and I think the first book was almost perfectly worked. There were some changes.
Some of the camera angles.
No. I meant as far as the changes that they made and the changes to the movie. Now I know some people were mad, but remember now, Jennifer Lawrence. No, not Jennifer Lawrence, but what's the character's name?
Katniss.
Yeah, Katniss Everdeen.
Everdeen.
Yeah, Everdeen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Everdeen. Like the thing is, remember now, she's actually narrating the books. So there were some things that were lost in translation because it's her narrating it, so we didn't get the exact same translation. Like the thing, like if people hadn't read the book, people who hadn't read the book would not have understood the dynamic that was going on between Katniss and
Primrose.
No, not Primrose. What's the guy, the baker?
Peter.
Yeah, Peter. Yeah, Peter. And they didn't understand that Katniss was actually pretending to like Peter because she was trying to get sponsors. That was lost in translation from the book. No, because if you watch the movie...
I don't think it was lost in translation.
Well, no.
I think that she did the best she could with...
Well, no. What I meant by that is that it wasn't
obvious.
Explained. Yeah,
it
exactly.
wasn't obvious.
Like in the book, she's explaining what she's doing. So in the movie, we don't get the Well, again, I read the book.
She doesn't love anybody in the book.
No.
She don't love anybody except her sister.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, just her narration, removed a little bit of the what's the word I'm looking for? But I want to say background.
It's kind of like an explanation.
It just removed some of that.
Right.
So we lost something with that. But I think for what they did, for what they had, as far as kids killing kids, which again, I
Battle
understand.
Royale ripoff.
How did you know? Yes. But I don't think it was a ripoff. She claimed she didn't know anything about that. I'm sorry, I call bullshit.
I honestly don't know how you can't know.
I call bullshit on that. But the thing is,
shit's all over everywhere.
But she did enough different to make it her own. So I won't call plagiarism.
Not a ripoff.
No, but a homage.
A good take.
Yes, a good take on it. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah, well, homage, same thing.
I think as the movies went along, they drug out a little bit for 3 books.
Donald Sutherland.
Well, yeah, which I liked him as.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, I liked him.
Better than Kiefer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I think they did an amazing job for what they had and what they had to do.
It was a very wise choice making the last one, Mockingjay, 1 and 2 part.
Yes.
Very wise choice.
Because they did the wait, was it, how many movies was it? Was it 4 or 3? Was it 4 movies?
Yeah. Because they made the last one part 1 and 2.
I think they actually could have shortened it up. They didn't need to make it too much.
That was the longest book.
Yeah, so, but a lot of the stuff could have been left out. Because you kind of see that in the movie.
I'm just saying, dude. They made it so popular. They tried to drag it on,
and that's what happened.
Make more money,
which is understandable. I don't blame them. I just think it waters down the narrative and the property when you try to do that. Because look at The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Hobbit did not even
one book.
3 movies.
One book, 300 page, 400 page book.
3 movies.
3. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It was boring by the end of it.
Yeah, it was boring at the beginning. Well, no, the first one was only.
The first one was awesome.
Yeah, but I think that, like I said, for what they had to do, they did a good job.
Yeah,
they did a good job translating it, in my opinion.
Oh, the Hunger Games?
Yes.
Okay.
Like I said, I think they did a good job translating from book to movie.
Okay.
Do you have any more?
Well, I kind of want to end it on a good note.
Okay, what you want to end it on?
Sin City.
Okay, let's end it on Sin. I think that
it's word for word.
It is word for word, but
with A Dame to Kill For.
I think
a good kill, the hard kill, and that yellow bastard.
Yeah, but only thing is
the hard goodbye.
Yeah.
A good kill, and no, the big fat kill. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And that yellow bastard.
I think though they should have got better actors. Cause they got the perfect actor for Merv. Merv was good. Marv. I'm sorry, Marv. I think what's the one that Bruce Willis character played?
Hardigan.
I think they should have got somebody else. I don't think.
No, he portrayed Hardigan perfect.
I don't.
If anybody
it's just
they
that-
should have changed up was Clive Owen, which they did in A Day to Kill For was
Right, with Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin.
Right, which the Damon Kill for wasn't that good.
No, it was not.
Yeah, it was not.
Still better actor.
Right. Don't get me wrong. I think they did a good job with Sin City. You know, I think they did a really good job with the visuals, and I just think
Keeping it black and white.
Yeah, I do appreciate that
with color.
Yeah.
With every now and again throwing color.
Yeah, and I think that just something that got lost in translation. Again, the
Not
actors,
much.
like I think, like when Bruce
You know,
Willis,
Frank Miller was in that, right?
was he in it?
Yeah, he was the priest that Marv shot.
No, that was
That was
not
Frank Miller.
No.
The priest that Marv shot in the confession booth.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, I thought you were talking about Rutger Hauer's character. That's what made me like, no, that would have.
No, oh, you're talking about Cardinal.
Yeah, it's Cardinal. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, I don't get me wrong. I really enjoyed watching Sin City.
Oh yeah.
If nothing else, for the visual.
Yeah.
For the visuals themselves, they did an amazing job translating that black and white on paper to screen.
I think they did a perfect job of cast too. I mean, you got a few that are kind of hit and miss. Brittany Murphy was perfect.
Yeah, I agree.
What's the little Asian girl?
Oh, Miko. I don't know the Asian girl's name, but it was Miko.
Was it Miko?
Yeah, it was Miko. I remember her slicing dudes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rosario Dawson.
Yes, which she's.
My warrior, my warrior woman.
I love you. Let me stop. Christmas sees this. Yeah. But anyways,
I don't even really like Jessica Alba neither.
Jessica Alba is a horrible actor. Actress.
Yeah,
she
but,
is.
you
But
know.
yeah,
God damn.
and she's a horrible stripper. I couldn't believe her as a stripper either.
Yeah, well.
I'm just saying.
Hey, man.
But yeah. But anyways.
You're a liar.
Yeah. But anyways, everybody, I think we're going to end it on this one. What we'll probably do, if we decide to do a third one, we'll do it later on, just to continue a little bit.
Maybe with some extra people.
Yeah, maybe with some extra people.
We'll see.
But we will do a shooting shit on Steven Spielberg. That's coming up pretty soon. And Saturday morning cartoons, by the way. I can't wait to do that one. That's going to have like at least 3 or 4 people on that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But everybody, we thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button to get notified of our future videos.
And let's see some comments.
Yeah, let us know what your favorite and worst book to movie translations of all time is. Because I want to hear some people's comments on this one. I want to see.
Fuck you, Aragon.
But yeah, let us know what your favorite book to movie translations are and what you feel are the worst ones. But I'm Carolina Hitman.
I'm Anubis.
Thank you for joining Cracker Hunters today, everybody. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.